Welcome back. It's time for some more liminal space. We did one of these before. We're doing it again. We have a bunch of new stuff to look at. I love this. I think this is cool. So if you're here and you're unfamiliar with liminal space, allow me to do my best to explain. I don't know. A liminal space is the time between the what was and the next. It is a place of transition, waiting, and not knowing. Liminal space is where all transformation takes place if we learn to wait and let it form us. It kind of works until the last line. If we learn to wait and let it form us, like they were like, wait a minute, this isn't edgy enough. Let's add a little bit at the end that makes it sound like it's like the opening to a bad anime instead of just a description. It's basically something between this and this. An empty grocery store. We know what a grocery store looks like. Maybe it closes down, maybe it's going to be something else. So you're used to it being full of food on shelves, whatever, employees, people walking around, empty. Kind of eerie, not something you're used to seeing. That would be considered liminal space-ish. It'll make more sense as we go along because you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. So let's jump into it. First one is a SpongeBob one. I think this one's just for funny. I wouldn't say, ooh, big liminal space vibes. But this, on the other hand, this is classic liminal space. I apologize if you guys see any reruns. People tend to repost these pool photos a lot, or at least ones that are very similar, so you might get some reruns here, but that's okay. It's okay with me. Yeah, this is pretty classic stuff here. Tile, water. But this is why I don't really vibe with their definition of it being just a place of transition. Or like a between what was and what will be kind of thing, because there's stuff like this. What's the transition here? It's just a weird pool. What was it and what will it be? It looks like this is just what it is, and it just is kind of like something that is familiar but also not quite right. There wouldn't really be a pool like this, right, where it's like a weird hallway. It just kind of leaves you with a feeling of this isn't quite right. Eerie or uncanny. But you can imagine how weird it would feel if you were there, especially if you were alone. You'd be like, this is like some weird, like, void dimension. The club that closed by my house. That carpet is wild looking, dude. It's a cross between, like, Chuck E. Cheese and, like, laser tag carpet, but in a club. Whoa. Someone found this book called Approaching Nowhere. Photographs by Jeff Browse. It's like just like liminal space pictures. Look at that. Empty store. Empty parking lot of a big store. Empty street at night. Creepy lights. See, here on the internet, you kind of have like a window into like things that you could wow people that don't know about. Like, say you're a photographer and you're familiar with liminal space, so you make a little book like this of liminal space, and then you like show it to people and be like, hey, you want to like work with me? They're like, wow, you have such a unique style. I like how you just go for these weird kind of eerie, uncanny, kind of void dimensional, as if they would describe it like that. But you know what I mean? Like, you're doing it because you're kind of mimicking something else. But if they don't know that, it's like, man, this guy's got a really unique style. It's weird how these pictures make me feel all like weird or whatever. I feel like I'm in the time between what was and the next. It's like a place of transition or something. Waiting or not knowing? I don't know. Liminal space, I mean, whatever this is where all transformation takes place. I mean, that's of course if we learn to wait and let it form us. But like, cool book, man. Broiled steaks. Interesting. If I ever have the budget to make like a movie or even just like a short film, I'd love to have liminal space be the like vibe. Liminal space being the backdrop of a film would be really cool. Okay, another photographer. One of my hobbies is taking photos at night with film. This should be good. I'm not sure how liminal spacey these are to me. This one checks the box. I get like these are closely related, but I don't really feel like these are liminal space. This one maybe. They're just too busy. Yeah, they're missing the like familiar part. Cool works though. Mom is coming to pick me up, right? Right. It's like not a soul in sight. This was in a friend's basement. Noped out of there. I don't really like this, but not really for liminal space reasons. It just makes me uncomfortable in general. Also, this weird like elongated toilet paper roll of a post here. How much is it really doing if it like doesn't even go all the way up? There's just like a little bit that's actually doing its job. Silly house design. Yeah, you know, Minecraft is kind of a good place for weird liminal space. I don't know if it's quite the same because it's not like real. It's the lighting that does it a lot for me in Minecraft, where you're building and eventually you close off the roof and you haven't put lights inside of your fort or whatever yet. The lighting engine on vanilla Minecraft does kind of give you some weird vibes. Created this one with an AI, thought it belongs here. What the heck? Yeah, that definitely is weird. There's a lot of weird shapes going on here that are very unreal. Staircases that go underwater are peak liminal. This is such a good photo. I've seen this one a couple times. I've seen it on Thalassophobia. I've seen it on Submechanophobia. I've seen it on, I think I've seen it on here before, I would imagine. Maybe even on Backrooms. I feel like it really encompasses a little bit of everything. At least everything that we talk about on this channel a lot. The lighting is just perfect. Right, you can just see enough. And the repeating of the staircase, how it looks the same, makes it feel kind of weird. This is a real photo as far as I can tell, too. Crazy. Whoa! It's the set for Willy Wonka or Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Dude, I didn't even think about that. That's a set. Source aesthetic. This is just Half-Life, dude. Not bad. Whoa. Is this freaking... Is this called Teletubbies? Is this Teletubbies? Wow, look at that. A picture where the Teletubbies being in it would actually make it less creepy. Yeah. 2006. What was with the decor of this era? Weird, you know? It's like old people just think colors equals fun for kids. This looks like a render. Yep. It's a good render because at like the first half a second you look at it, you're like, yeah, real. Because there's enough real shapes in there, but then you're like, wait a minute, the cart looks kind of weird. Wait a minute, this looks kind of weird. The lighting's kind of weird. Ooh. And it's water, which immediately doubles the creep factor in my book. Would you climb up or down? What is the resolution on this? Good gracious. It's gonna be worth the wait though. This picture is very, very high definition. I'm very impressed by that. What the? What am I looking at? Huh? Ah, this one makes me feel really uncomfortable. Sound, come on, give me some sound. Oh, you know why it's being so slow is I'm downloading GTA 5 right now. Hold on a second, boys. There we go. Behind the curtain. Yep, that's some liminal space. Long exposure traffic lights. What the heck is this road? Oh, okay, it's fake. I was like, what? There's no subtlety. There's no, like, whatever you call it, brushing or feathering. They were like, nope, blue square. They literally just blue square over the top. I mean, it still works, especially when you look at it small. But yeah, that's liminal space vibes, baby. Found on Instagram. What the heck is this place? Oh, cool. You guys are going out of town for the weekend? That's awesome. Where are you guys staying? Egg. Foggy Harper's Ferry. That's cool. I want to go there. To me, a ghost town looking thing isn't really liminal space. It almost gets its own category of just kind of like, sure, it's still eerie, but it's not eerie for the usual reasons of liminal space. It's just like, I've been to towns like this where you're driving through and you know only like 10 people live there and they're probably all in the coal mines, so you're not really surprised to see that there's no one out. Okay, one more good one. One more good one. What? This is real? This view of the Hyatt Regency Houston at noon on a sunny day. That's so funky looking, dude. It's like a triangle. You think they should have just fully committed and made all the doors triangles. Ooh, I need a gamer chair like that, dude. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. There's a good one to end on. I appreciate you guys for being here. I don't know who made this sign. I don't know who did that, but you probably should listen to them. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.